Let us read the grammar. Tenses. Tenses is derived from the Latin word time. So tenses shows the time of an action. So how can we say the time of an action? By looking the verbs, isn't it? In a sentence, we can identify the tenses by seeing the verb. So what is verb? All action words are called verbs. The verb says something about the subject, isn't it? Now, the tense of a verb shows the time of the action of state. There are three main tenses. They are present tense, past tense, and future tense. So, in each tenses has four different forms. All these three tenses has four different forms. That is simple tense, continuous tense, perfect tense, and perfect continuous tense. Let us see the different forms. In present tense, there are four different forms. That is simple present tense, present continuous tense, present perfect tense, present perfect continuous tense. In past form, simple past tense, past continuous tense, past perfect tense, and past perfect continuous tense. In future form, simple future tense, future continuous tense, future perfect tense, future perfect continuous tense. So altogether 12 different forms of tenses. Let us see one by one. Look at the examples here. Shobha is always playing loud music. What is the verb here? Is playing. Second, I have watched all his movies. So here verb is have watched. Third one, tomorrow by now she will be performing on the stage. What is the verb here? Will be performing. Look at the progress report. He has passed the examination. Here verb is has passed. Shankar is eating breakfast. Let's wait for him. What is the verb here? Is eating. I was talking to my mother when the guest arrived. Verb is was talking. Seventh, Rani was washing the clothes this morning. The verb is was washing. Eighth one, the scientist is leaving India on the 12th January. The verb is leaving. The next week, by now, I will be enjoying my holidays. What is the verb here? Will be enjoying. 10th one, she has lived here for 3 years. What is the verb here? Has lived. So the verb is a word or group of words that expresses an action or says something about the state of the subject. We all know that all the action words are called verbs, isn't it? Here there is playing, have watched, will be performing, has passed. All these words or group of words that expresses an action or says something about the state of the subject, isn't it? Verbs are mainly classified into B form verbs, that is telling words, and action words, that is doing words. Let us see the B form verbs, that is B verbs. Am, is, are, was, and where are B verbs. In that, am, is, are used in present tense, whereas was and where is used in past tense. Do verbs are does, do, and did. Does and do is used in present tense. Did is used in past tense. Have verbs. Has, have, had. Has and have is used in present tense and had is used in past tense. Let us see the examples how to use the be verbs, do verbs, and have verbs in different tenses. Okay. Now let us start with present tense. What is present tense? The present tense is the tense used to express an action in the present time for habitual actions. So what is present tense? The action which happens at the present moment. The action that happens at the present moment, we call it as present tense. Now we'll see how it is used for the habitual actions. For example, I read newspaper every day. If the noun is in plural form, we'll be writing as they read newspaper every day. So first person, I read newspaper every day, or we read newspaper every day, or they read newspaper every day. So we are not changing the verb over here. We are not adding any s or anything for first person or for the plural form. Or if a noun starts with the first person or the noun start with the plural form, you no need to add s to the verb. Look at the second example for commentaries or demonstrations. Here, he bowls from the pavilion end. Here, the noun is in third person. He, who are all in third person? He, she, it. He, she, it. So, he bowls from the pavilion end. Here, we are adding s to the verb for present tense. Second example, she bowls from the pavilion end. It drinks milk every day. So it. For third person, we have to add s to the verb. Okay, in present tense. For scientific truths or eternal truth. So what is eternal truth? So action that is existing or continuing forever. Eternal truth means an action that is existing or continuing forever. And also for scientific truth, you have to add s to the verb. Water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. The sun rises in the east. Or few more examples like the sun sets in the west, or the earth revolves around the sun. Understood? So we have to add yes to the verb for scientific truth and eternal truths. For future expressed with certainly. Certainly means without doubt. The action that definitely happens. Future expressed with certainly means the action that will happen definitely. The school reopens on 5th January. Here we are adding s to the verb. So what did you learn from here? For present tense, we have to add s to the verb, whereas in first person or if the noun is in plural form, you no need to add s to the verb. Okay. Next, to indicate possession. Example, he has a quartz watch. If the noun is in first form, first pronoun means first person, I have a quartz watch. If a noun starts with I have a quartz watch, or we have a quartz watch, or they have a quartz watch. For first person and then plural form, we have to add have, whereas in third person, he, she, it, you have to use has for having verb. In Proverbs, example, haste makes waste. Next, we'll see the simple past. So what is simple past tense? Next, we'll see the simple past tense. What is simple past tense? The tense is used for past action that happened either at a specific time, which can either be given by a time phrase. Example, yesterday or last year, etc. or understood from the context. The simple past tense is used to express, to refer to past actions or events. So what is simple past tense? The action that had already happened. In simple, we can say that what is past tense? The action that is already happened. It may be yesterday or last year or last month, etc. Okay. Look at the example here. I watched the film yesterday. I watched the film yesterday. You have to add ed to the verb. Let us see few more example. He has a quartz watch. How can we change it into past tense? He had a quartz watch. What is simple future tense? The simple future tense is a verb tense that expresses actions or states in the future. The future tense is used to describe something that is going to happen or will or shall happen later on. Simply, what is future tense? The action that is going to happen in future. That is going to happen in future or will happen later on. Will happen later on. Example, I will go to his house tomorrow. The countdown will begin at 8 a.m. tomorrow. So we have to add will to the verb. We have to add will to the verb for future tense. So once again I repeat, what are the three main tenses? Simple present tense, simple past tense, simple future tense. Simple present tense denotes the action that is done in the present time. So we have to add s to the verb for third person. Next, simple past tense, that action that has already happened. It may be happened at yesterday or last year or last month. Okay. And whereas in future tense denotes the action that is going to happen in future time. The verb is said to be future tense. So once again I repeat you the three main tenses, that is simple present tense, simple past tense and simple future tense. Next we will see the continuous tenses. Now we will see the present continuous tense. Present continuous tense is a progressive tense. It is used for an action going on at the time of speaking and to describe an action which is in progress right now. So what is present continuous tense? The action that is going on at the right moment. Now what I am doing here, I am teaching grammar lesson, isn't it? I am teaching grammar lesson. So this is the present continuous tense. What I am doing now, the action that is happening at the right moment. So this we call it as present continuous tense. So present continuous is used for an action going on at the time of speaking and to describe an action which is in progress right now. So the present continuous tense is used to refer to an action in the progress at the moment of speaking or writing. What is present continuous tense? It's an action that is happening at the right moment. It may be writing or speaking. Example, he is reading the newspaper. He is reading newspaper. And what I am doing? I am teaching grammar lesson. I am teaching grammar lesson. He is always disturbing me when I am studying. So always is to express an anger or irritation. So all these verbs should be included in between be verbs. Including be verbs. So now look at the example. He is reading the newspaper. So look at the noun here. He is in singular form. So we are adding is reading, read plus ing. We are adding ing to the verb, isn't it? Now, if the verb is in plural form, how can we change this? They are reading the newspaper. They are reading the newspaper. If the noun is in first person, I or how can we write here? I am reading the newspaper. So what is the formula for present continuous tense? Am, is or are plus verb plus ing. If a noun starts with I, you have to add am. If a noun is in singular form, you have to add is. If a noun is in plural form, you have to use are. Okay. These are the be verbs am, is, are used in present continuous tense. Plus verb plus ing. Okay. What is the formula here? am or is or are plus verb plus ing. Now let us see the examples for past continuous tense. What is past continuous tense? Past continuous tense used to denote an action that was going on at some specified time in the past. It is often used in relation to one another past action. That is, you are continuing the action from past. We are denoting an action that was going on at some specified time at the past. Some specified time at the past. Past continuous tense is used to refer to an action in progress in the past. In present continuous, I told you the action that is going on, the progress that is happening at the present moment, isn't it? So here past continuous tense is referred to an action in progress in the past. This means already happened. So he was surfing in the net. He was surfing in the net. Is past tense was. If the noun is in plural form, how can we write here? They were surfing in the net. They were surfing in the net. So refer to an action which started before another action in the simple past. So he was watching cricket when I phoned him. So here the action is started before another action. The action started before another action. He was watching cricket when I phoned him. So was watching is the past continuous tense. Okay. So what is the formula for past continuous tense? Was or were plus verb plus ing. If the noun is in singular form, you have to use was plus verb plus ing. If a noun starts in plural form, you have to use were plus verb plus ing. Next, let us see the future continuous tense. So what is future continuous tense? The future continuous tense is used to talk about action which will be in progress at given time in future. The action which is going to happen in future in given time, in a specific time given in future. So future continuous tense is used to express future in specific times. Okay. Example, they will be coming to my house next Sunday. The action which is going to happen in a specific time in future. What is future continuous? The action which is going to happen in future with specific time. They will be coming to my house next Sunday. I shall be playing cricket tomorrow evening at 4 p.m. Okay, here you have to use will be plus verb plus ing or shall be plus verb plus ing. So what is the formula for future continuous? Will be or shall be plus verb plus ing. Here we saw the three continuous tenses, that is present continuous tense, past continuous tense and future continuous tense. Present continuous tense is used to refer to an action in the progress at the moment of speaking or writing, the action that is happening at the right moment. And past continuous tense is the action that was happened the specified time in the past. So it denotes an action that was going on at some specified time in the past, and it is often used in relation to another past action. The future continuous tense is used to talk about an action which will be in progress at given time in future. Next, we'll see the perfect tenses. First, let us see the present perfect tense. So what is present perfect tense? So perfect tense means it's a completed action that continues up to the present time. It's a present perfect tense is a completed action, has just completed action that continues up to the present time. So first, let us see the steps. Present perfect is generally used to describe an action just completed. Present perfect tense is generally used to describe an action just completed. Example, the moon has risen. He has gone. They have done. Okay. Second one, to describe a past action that continues up to the present time. Example, Mr. Verma has taught in this school for 10 years. It's a completed action. He has taught in this school for 10 years. Now he is working somewhere else. Okay. Third, to describe a past action, the time of which is uncertain. Uncertain means doubtfully. Example, have you ever visited Mumbai? So you may answer, yes, I have, or no, I haven't. Okay. To describe the past action, the time of which is uncertain, doubtful. So what is the formula for present perfect tense? Has or have plus verb with third form. Always you have to use the verb in third form, that is past participle. For present perfect tense, you have to use verb in third form. For all the perfect tenses, the verb must be in third form. Keep it in mind, okay? So if a noun is in singular form, he has gone. She has gone. If the noun is in plural form, you have to write they have gone. They have gone. We have gone. Okay. Next we will see the past perfect tense. So the past perfect tense is used to describe an action completed before another began. It's also a completed action that has happened in the past before the another began. Example, the train had arrived before they reached the station. Okay. The train had arrived. It means completed action. Had arrived. It's another began. Before they reached the station. The train had started when they reached the playground. Okay. What is past perfect tense? The past perfect tense is used to describe an action completed before another began. Before another began. So what is the formula? Had plus verb with third form. The structure of past perfect tense is had plus verb with third form, that is past participle. Next, the future perfect tense. Future perfect shows an action that will be completed at some time in future. So the future perfect tense says that completed action that may happen sometime in future. Okay. Example, we shall have completed our assignment before evening. Tomorrow afternoon, he will have left for London. So, have you understood here? It may happen in future, in specified time, in some time. Okay. We shall have completed our assignment before evening. Tomorrow afternoon, he will have left for London. So, future perfect tense shows an action that will be completed at some time, at any time in the future. So, what is the structure or what's the formula for future perfect tense? Shall have or will have. Shall have or will have plus verb in third form. Shall have or will have plus verb with third form, that is past participle. So what are the three perfect tenses? Present perfect tense, past perfect tense and future perfect tense. So present perfect tense is a completed action that continues up to the present time. It's a completed action that continues up to the present time. So structure of the present perfect tense is has or have plus verb with third form. And next, the past perfect tense is the tense used to describe an action completed before another began. Action completed before another began. Structure of the past perfect tenses had plus verb with third form. And future perfect tense shows an action that will be completed. That will be completed at some time in the future. So structure for future perfect tenses: shall have or will have plus verb with third form. Okay. Next we'll see the perfect continuous tenses. Perfect continuous tense shows the continuity of the action which spill over from past into the present or the future. So the continuity that taken from the past. In simple, we can say the action that has happened already. So the continuity of the past still continuing at the present or the future. Okay, the present continuous tense is used to show the continuity actions which spill over from the past, into the present or the future. Let us see the example for the present continuous tense. So the class had started already at 9 o'clock. I don't know when it will be over. So the classes have been going on. The classes have been going on since 9 o'clock. I do not know when it will be over. So it shows an action that began in the past but continues still. It has been raining since morning. Therefore, we cannot go out now. So when was the rain started? It has been raining since in the morning. It has been raining since in the morning. From the morning it was raining, isn't it? So it has been raining since morning. Therefore, we cannot go out now. So it shows an action that began in the past but continues still. So what is the structure here? Has or have been plus verb plus ing. Has been or have been plus verb plus ing. Look at the past perfect continuous tense. The children had been sleeping when the cat drank up the milk. It had already been raining when the sun rose. So it is used to describe an action that began in the past and continued up to that time. Okay, the child had been sleeping when the cat drank up the milk. So what is the structure here? Had been plus verb plus ing. The structure for past perfect tenses: had been plus verb plus ing. Next, future perfect continuous tense. Example: Sachin will have been batting for 5 hours by the end of the day. Second one, you will have been learning Hindi for 2 years since we came from Delhi. So it tells us about an action going on till some point of time in the future. The action is started, but it will be going on till some point of the time in the future. Okay. So hope you all understood.